Lee Jones here from Hotspawn, and I'm joined by LohaN after Team Liquid's unfortunate elimination from Champions. And I guess just kind of first off to get it out of the way, just what are your kind of immediate thoughts on the series? What do you think it was that maybe went wrong today?
Honestly, I think I need to take a bit of responsibility here. I don't think I could find solutions for the way they were approaching T side mostly. It was very hard to adjust to their compositions, even though throughout the week we've been trying to scratch our heads and understand exactly what we should be doing against them. I think the comms are good, the energy was good, the mental was good inside of the server. But actually, in terms of like fundamentals, it felt that we were playing quite good. But yeah, I think it was just purely strategical, honestly.
Hmm. And I guess the obvious thing that everyone's been questioning already, even in the press conference as well, is the Waylay
Yeah.
pick. Just
Yeah.
maybe, what were your overall thoughts on that, and maybe why nAts specifically as well?
We've tested this in the past, even in Split 2. I think Ayazaz is very good at chaotic situations. And I had this idea. I know it's a bit of a crazy idea, but we tested it. I really liked it. And the growth pick is okay. We wanted to play a bit more aggressive as well on defense. We wanted to play a bit, not just play their game, we wanted to set the tempo for the game. On attack, I think it worked quite well. On defense, I think again we struggled to find the solutions. They just played really well, honestly. And yeah, the main reason for to be Ayaz on the Waylay is again, 'cause we tested it, and I think usually it's Keiko that goes on the second wall list, but he's been doing a quite good job on Omen and can still like dive with it. So we thought, okay, let's have like a triple dive approach for the map. Yeah, that was the main reasons.
Sure, makes sense. And was it hard to like? Did you maybe just practice that like against the academy roster, like in terms of kind of keeping it under wraps, or were you worried that maybe that could leak out?
Yeah, we actually used the academy yesterday. The thing is, like, since we flew from EMEA, so on the second, I think, or no, after the finals in EMEA, we had 2 days off, and since then we didn't have a single day off until today, which is unfortunate as well. Yesterday we had to practice because again we're playing against these different comps that we don't have a lot of reps in. So I think as well, boys being a bit more tired than usual didn't help. But yeah, yesterday we ran a lot of reps against this comp and against the academy, and try to figure out how we could adjust. I think some of it worked, obviously, as you can see with the result. Some other things didn't work.
That's okay. And I was watching your an interview you did I think a couple of days ago with Pedro Romero, and you spoke about maybe some of the issues having been mentality wise, and you'd said about you wanted courage from your players. I know you said in the press conference already that you felt you saw that. So maybe just you kind of even just proud of how they've acted in that way then, like still
Yeah,
giving it their all, not letting their heads drop, despite
yeah,
obviously going out.
yeah. No, I'm happy again with their resilience, with their mindset inside of the game. Honestly, with the first game of Champions, yes, I was super frustrated because it really felt like we just not in the server whatsoever. And even the first map against EDG as well, it was again the same feeling I was having. Today, honestly, I have an amazing feeling start of the day. I think the boys were hyped, the energy was good, and unfortunately, it just didn't pan out. I'm still proud of the journey that we've done this year, but today it was just a day for us, and we just need to accept it. It's part
Yeah.
of esports.
Yeah, absolutely. About like the year on the whole as well. Just how do you reflect on that? Even in terms of like personal growth as well. Like you're
Yeah.
coaching in tier one now, and your team's gone to 3 internationals and won a title. I imagine if you were offered that at the start of the year, most people would take that and see that as an incredible season. But
Yeah.
obviously, on the heels of the loss, it must feel difficult. But yeah, how do you kind of reflect on that whole process?
Obviously, I on a personal level, obviously, I'm happy. It was my first year in VCT. I think I did a good job with the team. I've learned a lot, especially with learning with the people instead of the players. Um, I think that was the biggest growing I have to do as a coach. And I think my assistant coach Daniel as well, he did an amazing job. He also came from tier two, and for us, it's been like a big learning experience. And I'm quite sure with the experience that we have this year, for next year, um, it's going to pan out differently. I'm quite confident.
Sure. Um, how did you feel the environment coming into Champions as the first seed compared to Masters? Did you feel any different in that way? Maybe more expectation or anything like that?
Um, it was quite different from the rest of the internationals, honestly. Our first international, we lacked experience. We know we're underdogs. We know we're not the favorites, so we enjoyed a lot there. Then the second international in Toronto, obviously we didn't have IS for the first game, which was like a different mindset that we had to approach because we knew that we're handicapped,
Hmm.
so we knew we didn't have that much pressure, and we enjoyed a lot. For this one, I think from the start of this stage two, we have quite uh, quite a few issues trying to understand what is our identity, what is the system that we want to play with, and I think this was one of the things that affected the most the way we came into champions. I think we've lacked understanding what is our strengths, what type of game we want to play. In EMEA, it worked, and obviously we have our own merit to it. But I think it was also down to our opponents in EMEA don't being at the best shape. And we knew that. We knew that we were coming to champions, not at our ceiling, because I think we won EMEA at our bottom, honestly.
And you say, yeah, about like having had issues in stage two then, and just the fact that I suppose, well, I think they mentioned this on broadcast too, that it seemed like this iteration of the Team Liquid roster seemed to be the best one and seemed to be, you know, the right one finally. And of course, I know it would have been not really possible at the start of the year because Trex was on Vitality. But if you imagine if you could have started with this group of five and had the entire year with with this team, do you think it would have panned out even better as well?
Um, yeah, I would say so. I would say so. Obviously, it's a completely different system that we need to play around tracks. He's a very knowledgeable player. He's very methodic. He likes to play very 1 + 1 = 2, you know. And throughout the year, we've been always very just disruptive, playing around our play style. When we brought Nikita in, we try to balance a bit more our play style, and I think this is where I specifically failed the most in stage two is trying to understand how we can optimize the system in a way that when we get to champions, we're at our ceiling. And I don't think I was able to achieve that, honestly.
Okay, understandable. And maybe just a final question then. Just what are your kind of personal hopes from here? Again, it's like obviously you know, looking at it from the top down, it's a great year as your first in VCT. So kind of what are the hopes and the goals from here?
From here, honestly, for next year, the goals are going to, again, qualify for international, dominate domestically, and win international event at least. That's my goal. Obviously, I'm happy about this year, but I'll always want to aim for the stars. You know, I want to be a world champion. That's my at least on individual level. That's my goal.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, commiserations again on the defeat today. But yeah, congrats obviously on the whole year. It has been a great year for you guys, and thank you for the interview. And yeah, good luck next year.
Thank you.
Thanks, LohaN.